Virtual currency is a type of digital currency that is unregulated with no legal tender status or relations to any central bank or public authority of a particular authority. Rather, its value is derived from the common acceptance among a group of natural or legal persons as a means of payment that can be transferred, stored, or traded electronically. Bank of Namibia's Deputy Director of Communications, Kadembire Demburuka, in a media statement has cautioned users, holders and traders of virtual currencies about the financial, legal, customer protection and security-related risks.
Well, Daniel, the risks are many. As we've pointed out in our position paper, you're talking about credit risks, you're talking about liquidity risk, you're talking about operational risk, you're talking about legal risks.
The bank has cautioned the users of virtual currencies, including bitcoins, pointing out that it has not issued any license or authorization to any company to trade in this and that the users are doing it at their own risk. The bank is presently examining the issues associated with the usage, holding and trading of virtual currencies under the existing legal and regulatory framework of the country, including foreign exchange and payment systems, laws and regulations.
As the Bank of Namibia, we are seeing the potential impact, a positive impact that distributed ledger technologies could have. We are keeping an eye on them, and we are also busy at this point in time interacting with the industry to see how we can potentially leverage from the advent of some of these technologies to adapt them in our own infrastructure.
Virtual currencies being in digital form are stored in electronic media, therefore they are prone to losses arising out of hacking, loss of password, compromise of access credentials, and malware attack. Payments through these currencies take place on a peer-to-peer basis without an authorized central agency which regulates such payments. As such, there is no established framework for recourse to customer disputes. Thus, the users are exposed to potential losses of account of such volatility in value. Hence, the bank warns Namibians should not be confused by the two.
Both have similarities. E-money would be a digital representation or a value of money. And virtual currency is also a digital representation of a certain value. So when it comes to e-money, on the other hand, and those are the distinct differences between e-money and virtual currency, is that e-money is then backed up by a central authority. For example, the Namibian dollar is represented as e-money on the systems that are there, for example, and it's backed up by by the Bank of Namibia. As opposed to the virtual currency that is not backed up by a central authority. There is no Bank of Namibia, no Bank of England, no South African Reserve.
Currently, in Namibia, the use of virtual currencies to buy goods or services is not prominent enough to affect the country's monetary policy, price stability, or the demand for money, since it is limited to the internet and online. As such, virtual currencies do not pose any significant threats to the financial stability or monetary policy of Namibia. Reporting for Business Today, Daniel Nadunya, Windhoek.